So the biggest secret of my success, and people are always surprised, is people. It's relationships. It's taking interest in other people. Genuinely, I'm fascinated by other people. Like, I would love to know what all of you are writing, but I'm not going to ask because then we'll derail. But maybe sometime this weekend I'll find out. But I want to be able to know people and help other people. And that, it's inadvertently helped me. So when of those best-selling authors I talked to on the phone, afterward I sent them beautiful thank yous because I was so grateful. And then I championed them on social media, online. And then when my book was on Amazon before the launch, I said, oh my gosh, like, look what's happened. My book is out there now. Like, thanks again for all your help and support. Here's the link, go look at it. And then a lot of those people who have a much bigger network than I have shared that link with their people and said, you got to check out this new book. This girl's trying to help kids with their self-esteem. And that is how it hit the bestseller list so fast. It was all these other people who people really respect and admire telling them, go check it out. So my advice for that is growing your network. You go to events like this, you meet people, you exchange business cards, you actually follow up afterward, and you build the relationship with them. And every now and then you send them a note and say, hey, Dot, how's it going? How's that book that you were working on? Like, wow, it's so great. Like, did you get any signings? And, you know, and you always add value. So if you have a tool or something, like if I stumble upon something that I think is really amazing, I send it out to all my friends who are writers because I'm like, wow, this helped me, you should check it out. And you gotta be willing to give first. So it's a reciprocity thing, but it's not like, it's not mechanical, right? Like, I help people because I like them and I believe in what they're doing. I don't necessarily expect them to help me. I mean, it would be great if they did, and people do the same for me. And sometimes I don't even know they're doing it. They'll be talking to bookstores and the bookstores will call and say, you know, we were told that we had to order your books. And I'm like, wow, what little angel walked in there, you know? And then knowing your readers and your customers. So I don't try to please everybody. I try to please me, and hopefully that pleases the kids. And if the parents and the teachers are happy too, that's great. So it's just knowing who you're writing for, because not everybody's going to pick up a children's book and fall in love. But not everybody's going to read a children's book anyway. Just like I'm not going to read horror. Like, it's just not me. And when someone tells you they like your book, immediately ask for a review. And you can do it very politely and respectfully. And so if you came up to me and you said, oh, I just love your book so much. My daughter just, oh, she loves The Little Rose. It's her favorite. I'd say, wow, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you shared that with me. Would you mind going to Amazon and writing a quick review? That would be such a help to me and so sweet of you. And then if I had her email address, I would send her a note saying, oh, I loved talking with you. Here's that link on Amazon. Just write a couple words. Thank you so much. And that's how you do it. And most people will do it. And I write a lot of reviews too. So, you know, it's kind of you get what you give. And make it super easy for people to help you. So sometimes I get emails or Facebook messages from people I don't know, and they send me this really long message. And I'm like, wow, it's like a life story here. It's fascinating. But I have no idea what they want. It's like, I don't know if they want help or if they're trying to get an introduction to somebody because they don't tell me. And I read this long, huge thing, and I want to connect with them and I want to help them, but I don't know what they want. And I'm getting to the point where I don't have time to go through all of that stuff. So I'm doing the best I can, but make it easy for everybody. Like, if you want an introduction, ask for the introduction and tell them why. And then give them a little blurb that they can introduce you with. Like, I try to make it so easy that it would be silly not to help me, you know? And then pre-write and provide the campaign copy. So when I launch a book, when the Little Firefly goes out March 22nd, I will have pre-written content that's talking about the book that I will share with people that I know and say, if it makes sense for you and you would like to share it, please send this to your friends on Facebook and Twitter on that day. And it's just a copy-paste. So it's so easy for people to help and feel like they're a part of it. And so that I would highly recommend that, because don't make them think, especially if they haven't read the new book yet. I mean, that might be a stumbling block and they may never get to it. So, and then always thank them. When I go out of my way for somebody and they thank me, I feel like, yes, I want to do more for them, like just more, more, more. And if they didn't tell me, like, so I helped somebody hit the Billboard charts, like by promoting his stuff. And I love this person. but he never told me that he hit the chart. And so I'm like left later, like wondering, like, did he hit it? Like, I don't have this account, like I can't tell, like, did it make a difference? And so don't make them guess. Like, tell them, like, you're amazing, like this hit the bestseller list thanks to your efforts. I have a postcard that has the book covers on it. I need to update it because I have 2 more books now, and it's got my information, the logo, all of that, and it says also available on Amazon, you know. And when I thank somebody from the media, I send them this postcard. I also do it for reviewers. Like if it's a professional reviewer, I will send them a postcard. And it not only promotes your book to everybody who touches this along the way, but when they get this, there's something very special about a handwritten note. And I was shocked to learn, like one of the, a very well-known children's book editor, children's book site editor. And actually, the way that I got a review on her site, because she didn't do self-published stuff, my sister saw this book called I Love You More Than Rainbows, children's book. Beautiful book. And it was reviewed on the site. And my sister said, oh, you should get reviewed on this site. So I said, okay, how hard could that be? So I just emailed this woman that was the editor and said, hey, I think you'll like this book based on what you've been reviewing and your style. And she wrote me back this really long, stern email about, I'm going to give you the 100% truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. Like, I only like this kind of things, and if there's something wrong with it, I'm going to tell you. I don't normally do self-published books and all this stuff. And I wrote back and I said, great, I think you're going to love it. And I sent it to her, and she did love it. And she wrote this beautiful, beautiful article about it. She even did like activities for kids that were based on it. Like, it was awesome. So I said a thank you card, and she calls me up and she says, I want you to know, in all the years that I've been reviewing children's books, this is the first thank you card that I've ever received from an author. I was shocked, because I thought that's what people do. That's what I was taught to do. But it ended up being a beautiful thing, because now when I have a book come out, she actually moves other people around so she can review my book when it first comes out, because she wants to be the first one in the world to review it. She's amazing.